Okay, it says we are live. Everything looks good so far. And today we are going to be playing around in Design Space, showing you how to do patterns with, let me mute my computer. Showing you how to do patterns with letters and shapes and things. I will be taking questions live. So for the people that do the replay, I'm gonna show what I planned on doing some things. I want you to ask questions and stuff. I will answer more of the questions near the end and we can go back and do some more things. If you have other questions on Cricut Design Space 3, feel free to ask. I like to keep this down to an hour. I think last week was like an hour and a half, but let's try to keep it to an hour. But I can always stay longer if you guys want to stay longer. And the chat you see in the video stays there until after the video, or stays there forever with the video. So thank you everybody for joining. And here is a little something we always have to start out with.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Okay, guys. Hello, Joan and Kyle and Bobby and Darlene and Jeannie and Susan and Jamie. You guys are awesome for coming here. And Janice, who is on the Pacific Coast, it's very early for her. She hasn't gone to bed yet. Oh my gosh, Janice, you have to go to sleep after the video. Thank you for joining. Thanks for staying up. And I want to let you guys know, if you didn't know already, the Cricut Mystery Box, I am shocked it's still available, but it is. So I put a link in the description. It's a $150 value for only, I'm going to say 25, because when you use my code, Melody Lane, you get 15% off and free shipping. So you get a lot of material for that low price. So just throwing that out there. Okay, so today I'm going to try to get this so I have so many windows open, and I got to tell you guys, on Prime Day, I bought a new monitor so I can have 2 monitors, because right now for this video, I have to have like 4 windows open and it's hard to see everything at once. So I did buy a new monitor on Prime Day. I don't have it set up because I need an adapter. So that's coming tomorrow on Sunday. So I just ordered that yesterday. So on my next live videos, it'll be easier and I'll have a bigger screen and I can do a lot more, much easier. Okay, well, let's get started with this. We have 107 people watching the first 3 minutes. Okay, here is Design Space 3. Design Space 3 is now the only option you have for Design Space. It is no longer just an option. It's no longer in beta. It's what you have to use. So today, this is where I was kind of playing around in Design Space. I don't know what was on my map before. So are you guys interested in learning how to do this? Is this something you guys want to learn to do? I have shown this, and some of you probably already know how to do this. I have done a video on this in Cricut Design Space before, the old Cricut Design Space. Yes, please put your questions in all caps so I can see them easier. If you're just chatting is fine. Hi, Terrence. Then, because I get too distracted. Okay, you guys want to learn how to do this. It's really, really easy. Okay, I'm going to move these things. I don't even have them grouped or anything. This one is my, let's ungroup. This is just this I made, and then this is just my digital paper, which is a pattern. I just added a circle and made it print and added a pattern. And then I put this over it. In my head, this black piece is black glitter paper. Wouldn't that be pretty? Okay, let's get to it. I'll show you how to do the print and stuff too, but this is more about pattern, not printing. So we're going to go to images. Where I find really cool backgrounds and designs like that is in, why is this going so slow? There it goes. The edge-to-edge cartridges. There are 2 edge-to-edge cartridges. I'm just going to type in edge for the cartridge. I really like the first edge-to-edge and the second edge-to-edge. These are both in access. So if you have access to these for free. But we're going to go ahead and use the second one because it's new. It's fun to look at the new cartridges. And this one also has writing. Look, writing. It will write that. It also has them in picture. This is what I did when I did my BrightPad video. I weeded this and I shared pictures of this on Facebook. Look, it will write this and then you can color it in. That'd be really pretty to color. I've been wanting to color lately. I haven't, so I need to color. But I love these. Love this one. This is what gave me the idea to do this video because there's a Make It Now project with this just taken out of a small square. This, oh, I forget, you guys can't see my mouse. Okay, can you see the one with the top left corner with the green around it? This one is so pretty. Somebody took a square out of it for a Make It Now project. So I'm going to show you how to do that. This is the one over here I have is the image I brought in for the letters I have now. But see, it has all the images in cut or write form, or cut and write. Some of these are just gorgeous. Oh, you know what? Let's do this one because I haven't tried this one. Okay, we're going to insert. Oh my gosh, look at all these I have. Down here at the bottom of the screen, I must have clicked on all these. There we go. Now insert image. Okay. So here's 2. Let's do something simple. I'm going to show you how to do that Make It Now project. Over here in the layers panel, you can see this is a floral grapevine tile. This has other layers to it. These other layers are all grouped together. To do the project that we're doing, we're going to have to ungroup. Okay, and I'm keeping this one, but these 2 I'm just going to delete. You can always hide them if you want, but I'm just going to delete because I'm not going to be using them. And I'm going to add a shape. We're going to add a square. We're going to click the lock on the square. Let me move it over here so you can see. The lock in the lower left-hand corner, that's how you make a rectangle. And so I haven't done this in a while. So I'm going to move this to the back just because I want to, let me zoom out so you guys can see that better. Yeah, I'm going to move it to the back so I can see where this tile is. And then I think this is how you do it. I'm having a memory lapse. Actually, I think I want it like that. Okay, so I'm going to select these both. They're both selected because you can see it in the layers panel. You can see this one and the square, because I moved it on the bottom, it's way on the bottom of the layers panel. So you can see it's the top and the bottom one, and I'm going to click slice. Slice is down here at the bottom. And I'm thinking, yeah, I want to put a frame around it. So this is not exactly what I wanted, but you can do this. This you could cut out in paper. This one, sorry, I'm so used to seeing. The blue one, the top right, you could cut out with paper or vinyl. This one over on the left, the black one, you could also use, but you'd only want to use vinyl with that. Otherwise, the little dots and pieces in the middle will be lost. You do not want to paper piece that. Okay, I'm going to undo because I'm going to show you how to put a frame around it, kind of like this frame is on the one it came with, but in a different shape. Actually, oh, where'd it go? Okay. Let's, instead of doing a square, let's do a circle because this is already kind of a square. I'm going to show you how to make a frame first. So we're working with the circle. And we're going to duplicate the circle. And we're going to make the duplication just a little smaller. And I'm going to change the color for no other reason than so you can see it better. So instead of guessing on putting that in the center, we're going to select them both, go to the top of the screen, and click a line, and then we're going to click center. And now we know it's centered, we're going to click slice. So now we have this. So this is how you can do this with any single shape at all. And you can do it with some fonts, and I'll be showing you how to do it with the font. So now you can take this. I'm going to duplicate that. Actually, that's not what I want to do. Sorry. I want to take this piece. Are these exactly the same? You know what? I needed... let me undo, guys. I forgot to duplicate. So if you guys were just paying attention to the chat and not to what I was doing, here's your chance to do it again. Okay, I have the big one selected and I'm going to duplicate. So we have two of these background pieces. We're going to keep one to the side. We're going to select them both. They're both been centered, and we're going to slice these two. That's what I get for not doing this for so long. We're going to bring this over here. I'm going to move it to the back so I can see where I want this. Maybe about right there. And then we're going to select these both. And down here at the bottom of the layers panel is the slice button. Janice is lost. You're probably not the only one. I'll show you guys again, don't worry. So we're going to duplicate this. I'm going to do it again so you guys can get it. I'll start it all from the beginning. And if you're lost, don't pay attention to the chat. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure this is all aligned perfectly, and I'm going to click center. And then we're going to weld it. So the weld button is right next to the slice button down at the bottom of the layers panel. So now, let me change the color. So now we have this in a circle instead of a shape. Okay, and a few people were lost, so I'm going to do that again. And I'm just going to start a new project. So there's not so much on the screen to look at. Okay, so we're going to go into images. We're going to go into cartridges. I'm going to go to edge. There are other cartridges and images you can use. I just like these, and I know where they're at. Let's go back. So I'm going to select this one over here, the blue one. And what other one was I going to do? Let's do this one. Is that writing? I think that one's writing. We'll do this one. Okay, so now we have these two background pieces we can use. I'm going to hide this one for now, and we're going to do this one again. So in order to do this, let's say we want a diamond, just to do another one. So I'm going to make it a little bigger. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this, and we're going to pull the duplicated one over to the right. We're going to click here and duplicate again. And I'm going to change the color of the top one. And we're going to make it smaller because we need to make an outline. The reason we're doing this is so we have, see that black line? We want that black line only. We don't want solid. So we're making it not solid. So I'm going to align it and put it in the center so I know this line will be even. Am I making more sense now? Let's click slice and pull these out of the way. These are no longer needed. We're going to want two of these, I think. See, I just do things. I don't always know what I'm doing when I start, but I always get there. Okay, so now we're going to take this and we're going to choose what part of the pattern we want to be in our diamond. Because I want to see it easier, I'm going to move it to the back. And then I can just move this around. Okay, so I'm going to select, oh wait, that didn't work. It moved it because I had this off the screen. I like it there. So I'm going to select them both. They're both selected. Oh, but it's not going to work. I can't slice because this is grouped. So first we have to ungroup this one because it has these extra layers with it. And now it's just the single image. So now I can select them both and the slice will pop up. Yay, Jennifer understood and got it to work. Okay, so here's our image. You can also use, this is just a duplicate, you can also use either of these images, this blue one or the black one. The black one you have to use with vinyl or something that you use transfer tape with. Okay, so for now, let's just get rid of this. So we want to put a background around it. So we're going to select that, go to Align, and click Center. And for some reason, this one brought it up too high. I'm going to make it a little lower. Sometimes you just have to go in it and look at it with your eyes. There. Now select them both and then go down to the bottom of the layers panel and click Weld. So now you have your shape, and you can use this for anything you want. I'm just showing you how to make specific shapes and stuff with patterns. Now I think most of you are interested in, oh, hold on, I saved this. So if you wanted this in a different color, arrange to the front. You could cut this in a different, why is that? Did I miss one of these? I must have moved it there. If you want the border to be in a different color, then that's why I had to duplicate that first. Okay, now do you guys want to see letters? See, and this was so easy. You can do this with so many different things. So many different patterns in Design Space. There's tons of them. Okay, let's go to text. What letter should I use? I'll use the letter J. With the text, you have to use a font that has multiple layers. So I'm going to filter this to multi-layer text. Now, not all multi-layers will work. It has to be one that has like the shadow piece. And which one did I use before? That has it. Yeah, that has it. Okay. I don't really like that J, but let's change that. Let's see about an S. Okay, let's do an S. Because that J didn't look too much like a J. Okay, so what we're going to do here is keep it as it is. Actually, I'm going to duplicate it. Before we mess with it, I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm just going to hide the one. I can always bring it back. So I'm going to slice it. So down at the Layers panel, just leave it as it is. Make sure you have the background on, and click Slice. Yes, you can cut the patterns out. That's why I was showing you this. These you cut out. These are not for printing. So this background image would be cut. Okay, so did I slice this? Yes, I did. You can see over here in the Layers panel, it says Slice Result. There's 2 of them, actually 3 of them. So what we're really going for is this piece here, but we need this piece too. So I duplicated that, and I need the background of this one. So I'm going to ungroup. So these are the same size. That's why I had to duplicate it. You duplicate it after you size it. So we're going to use this one, the solid one, to cut. These I don't really need. I just move them off to the side. And then where is my new pattern? Whoops. This one. We're going to ungroup this at the top of the Layers panel. And we don't need these. I want the design on the S to be smaller. Like you can see the darkness behind it, that's all. So I'm going to move this up smaller. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm going to select them both and go down to the bottom of the Layers panel and slice. And see how we have that? You could do this as solid, a paper behind it, and then put this on top. You could do this with vinyl. Oh, you know what though? You can't do it solid. Hold on. Let's duplicate this one again. Then you can do solid, and I'll show you how to make that a print image. Then do this. So always duplicate before you slice or weld. It's just good practice, and if you don't need it later, you can delete it or hide it. Okay, let's slice it again. This piece we don't need at all. Let's keep this one. These are the same. Now, this piece of the darker piece, the negative, you can cut that out in vinyl. Let's duplicate this one. We could put this here. Let's see if we center it. There. Now I can weld. So now I have that piece. This paper piecing would not work very well because of the little pieces in the middle. It would be hard to paper piece. So for vinyl or something like that, that would be great. And then of course you can let me duplicate this because I'm going to be using this again. You can change the color and put a layer on top if you wanted something like that. I'm talking about any kind of vinyl. You can do the iron-on or regular vinyl, glitter vinyl, any vinyl. Well, any vinyl you use with transfer tape. I would not do printable with this project. Okay. So you can also do the same with this. And I want to duplicate that again. Let's align, center, weld. Okay, now this one filled in some of the pieces when I welded. So let's undo that. Let me show you how to fix that because that's a problem. I'm going to zoom in. I don't know why it's pushing me over there to zoom in. So I'm zooming in. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to zoom out. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm hitting the button way down in the bottom, zooming out. I'm only at 25%. And now I can't see my image. Okay, there we go. Let's pull it down. 25%. Let's get all these out of the way for now. And I'm going to make this huge. Now I'm going to weld. And see how those pieces are not filled in anymore? So now I make it back smaller. Make it back to 100%. Oh, but let me go find all my other pieces. Let me grab these, put them back over here. Make that smaller. Go back to 100%. Okay, did that make sense? Now this, because I resized that, playing with that. Let me arrange that to the top. Change the color. There we go. Now this would be really cool. You could do somebody's name. You could do it with paper. You could do it with vinyl. You could do, what was it? I was going to show you. Let me make this bigger. Because I changed the size of this, these aren't all fitting right. All right, let me get this straight. This is not big enough. Okay. Let me group these. So I'm going to select those both and click group. Okay, so let's say we want a different pattern behind it, like we did my circle. You don't understand how I removed what? I sliced it. I sliced like this big S through the solid, the big piece of pattern like this. Oh, so I was gonna show you how I did the circle before when I first started. We're gonna change this to print. And then we're gonna go to patterns. Patterns is right underneath this print button. See that green line? I'm clicking over the line, it changes it to patterns. So I'm gonna click that. And this is the pad. Oh, I like this one. Let's do this one. And let's edit that. Okay, that looks good. So now we have this over that. So now that would be a print and cut. So you would be printing this back pattern. Let's make that a fun color and maybe make this solid black. Or we could change it to blue. Or we can change it to teal. And whatever color you want to use. Whoops, I forgot those were grouped together. I'm going to ungroup. It could just be like this. I like that. The extra pieces showing. Okay, let me go back and read your comments. Yeah, you can use adhesive vinyl and cut out the design and then put transfer paper over it and put it on whatever you want to put it on. When you slice, it comes up with extra pieces. You have to pull them away. Every time you slice, you have to grab it and pull the pieces out of there. There's always extra pieces. Yeah, most vinyl is adhesive vinyl. You could also use adhesive foil. Thanks, Bobby. Okay, does anybody have any questions on this? Well, as you put in more questions, this video is not over yet. But I have something, and put up your questions and I'll answer your questions right after this. Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support me on Patreon. Patricia, Tony, Vivian, Sandy, Selena, Ellen, Carla, Shannon, Cindy, Jeannie, Donna, Carolyn, Annette, Tammy, Linda, Kim, Jean, Jody, Tamika, Linda, Venice, Stacy, Audra, Claudia, Teresa, Ebony, Charlotte, Carol, Diane, Lydia, Marjorie, Carolyn, Diane, Donna, Carla, Betty, Deborah, Mouse Baby, Tiffany, Brandy, Colleen, and Rachanda. Thanks, guys. Yes, Janice, it's the same with HTV, with iron-on or heat transfer vinyl, it's the same. Yeah, bubbles, that's a great idea to use this with decorations or invitations. This would be good for a wedding card, I think, to put their last name initial on it. Or good for a wedding gift, you could put it on a canvas or in a box. What's it called? Box. The frame box. Oh my gosh, my mind. You know, the frame box. Put their last name and maybe established in a year for a wedding gift. And there's all kinds of different backgrounds you can do. Shadow box, that's it. Thank you. I just couldn't think of that. All I could see was a frame and it was a box. You guys are awesome. But you can make cool wedding gifts and not that much. Michaels has frames and shadow boxes on clearance a lot, or on sale with a coupon, or just on sale. They have them a lot. Go and buy them when they're on sale. And if you need a last minute wedding gift, you could do this. Put a few flowers in there, rolled flowers or roses. Yeah, you could put it on a glass block. You could put it on Christmas ornaments. You could even do these with numbers, like the year. Instead of letters or shapes, you can do it with the numbers. Yeah, does remind you of stained glass windows. Thanks, Bobby. Does anyone have any more questions about? Oh, you know what people have really been wanting me to cover in here is, I'm just gonna move this stuff out of the way. Shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts. Okay, on my keyboard, I'm gonna click the question mark. There we go. Look what happens when you click question mark. If you guys are on Design Space on the computer, if you have it open, click your question mark. Look what happens. It shows you the keyboard shortcuts. And the little flower looking thing on my Mac, and I don't know if this gives you different ones on the PC, but I know these work on a Mac, so I'm thinking if you have a PC, it might change. I'm not sure. But so if I hit the Command key and the plus and the apostrophe, then it's going to toggle my grid that you guys can't see through this. I somehow made my screen bigger. Oh, look at that. The zoom in. I'm holding Command and the plus and minus. Did you guys know that? I didn't. I just learned that just now. But if I hit the apostrophe, then it changes the grid. But okay. I don't have to hit the plus. The plus was hitting it. Did you guys know this? Am I the last to find out of these things? Okay, now just hitting the apostrophe. Oh, I think that plus meant that and that, which I thought that, all right, did that. Okay, so Command and the apostrophe changes the grid. See the grid changing? Hi, Celeste. If you're just tuning in, you missed most of it. You'll have to watch the replay. But of course you can stay. Patty, it's not overwhelming. I did a live video for beginners a few weeks ago. Watch that video. It's so easy. If you're a beginner or if you've had a Cricut in the past, like the old type of Cricut, All you have to do is go to images. Okay, let's cancel this. I'm just going to click on images. Pick out an image you want. Let's say you want to do a cat. Okay, can we have a cute cat? Oh, this is the one. I like that one. What's this from? Cindy Lou. I don't ever remember seeing that cat before. Okay, so let me turn on the grid again. So let's put this to a size we want. We can just drag it here in the corner. We can set the size up here, and then we can just say go. But I have all this on my, just hit make it. Okay, I have a whole lot on my mat here. But it'll just cut it out. If the cat is the only thing you have on your mat, it'll cut out all the different layers of the cat. Look, I think it's just these 3 layers, 4 layers. No, 3 layers. Isn't there a pink? So it'll just cut that out, and you stick the paper on the mat, put the mat in the machine, and hit go. Hit upload, and then go. It's that easy. The question mark is on your keyboard. So it's on the keyboard on your computer. The question mark is on the keyboard. I know I just answered them. It was asked twice. Isn't that a cute kitty? I've never seen that kitty. I want to make that kitty now. You can put a background. Okay, I'm going to try something with the kitty. We're going to ungroup. We can only select, I'm going to try to slice out the kitty outline. Okay, see over in the layers panel, I have the black one and the green one selected. I'm going to hit slice because those are the only 2 I have selected. Oh, it did exactly what I wanted. So now I have this. Oops. Let me group these. Nope, not you guys. There we go. Group. I could. Let me do something really fast. You guys are giving such great advice. How to cut and print with printable vinyl? You just put printable vinyl in your printer. And you do not use transfer tape, so do not do anything intricate. We're going to try to do with the cat with what we did here. This is the regular edge-to-edge cartridge. Should we give the cat zebra stripes? I think so. Let's do this for fun. Let's duplicate, move that over just in case. Let's move you guys out of the way. No. I want to move you guys out of the way. There we go. Okay. Move this up here. Slice it. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I need the solid piece. See what happened? We got just the solid piece. Okay, I need the solid one, which I don't think I duplicated before I cut it. I didn't. So what I'm going to do is, okay, I got a copy of that already. I'm gonna weld these back together. I'm gonna align and center. Oh, there's still a cut there. There we go. Okay, select them and weld. So I got them back. Let's make a copy. Okay, we're gonna put that up there. Select them both. Slice. And now we have, well, wait, let me take this like that. Now you do have a kitty like this. Now see this one here that I'm moving, you'd use more on a vinyl because the pieces are not all attached. This one, they're all attached. You could use paper or vinyl. I'm gonna just delete that. So now, we have a kitty. Let's put that to the back. I was just testing this out to see if this worked. Oh wait, I wanted to do it without the green part. And I think without the white. Let's just hide the white. I don't know. I was just playing around and testing this. I think I need the white back. But I think I don't want all of that white. I want to keep the eyes. Let's try it without this. So we're using contour, and we got the eyes. And they need to be green. Red, pink, there. All right, I was just playing around to show you how you can do different things. I have done a video on rolled flowers. Please put your questions in all caps so I can see them better. Yes, Shannon, you are totally correct. The best way to learn is by making mistakes and by pushing buttons. Don't be afraid. For the person that said they haven't used their Cricut in 7 or 9 months, just play. All this time, you could have mastered Design Space. Don't let it be overwhelming. Don't let it intimidate you. Just put an image or just a basic shape. Throw it on there, click on it, see what buttons are lit up. If buttons aren't lit up, add another shape. See what happens when you have more shapes and select them and see what buttons go up and just play. And you're not going to hurt anything. It's not going to hurt your computer at all. Yeah, those pieces are attached because I used solid pattern. So it kind of took out the unattached pieces. Oh my gosh, Maymay! Thank you, Maymay, for the super chat. I didn't even know you were watching. Thank you so much, Maymay. You know I'm going to have to repay you now. I'm going to have to do that in one of your videos. Polly, yes, I do projects without the Cricut. But every Saturday at 11 a.m., I do these videos on Design Space. Yes, the undo button in the top left corner is your favorite button. If you play and you don't like the result, just undo. Look, I can undo. Let's see how far it'll let me undo. I'm just going to keep clicking until it stops. Thank you, May May. May May works so hard too. People do not believe how hard we both work. So I'm still just clicking the undo button. And you guys believe me, I've made so many mistakes and I learn from my mistakes. So that's the biggest lesson. Learn from your mistakes. I make mistakes live in video, or not even live in video, but if it's a common mistake that I think others will make, I leave it in the video so you can learn from my mistakes. Is there somewhere you can get the standing Cricut doll? I have a PNG of it. I think I got it from Google. What did I search? I searched a long time ago and then I took out the background. I have it. I will put it in the file in my Cricut Design Space group. If you join my group, I think I put it in there before. Actually, it might be in there, but I'll check and I will put it back in there. Okay, we're still undoing. How many? I think this will undo. It never stops undoing. Mamie and I will do more videos together, I promise. Thank you, Gail. Yeah, just play around. Just see what happens and you can learn. And some people have asked me, how do you learn to be more creative? When you're the more you do creatively, it's like exercise for your mind and the more creative you get. So just playing around and thinking of things and it just comes to you as you play or think, oh, what could I use this on? Well, that's when I threw out all these ideas that you could use. You could do GIFs and for the shadow boxes and anything. You could iron this onto a tote bag from the dollar store. You know, there's so much you can do. Don't let anything limit you. Thanks, Bobby, for sharing May May's group or May May's page. You guys subscribe to May May. She has awesome videos and she does some Cricut and then a lot not Cricut. So if you don't have a Cricut, you can go check out her videos. She does 3 videos a week, but it's more like 4 or 5 videos a week. So go check out May May. She has an awesome channel for crafting and she does so many different things. I'd like to do more different things too and I just don't have time, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. My assistant is going to learn to edit my videos. So it's almost an hour. Are there any last minute questions or anything? Yeah, don't be afraid to try a shadow box. And just use regular vinyl. regular Cricut vinyl or like Oracle 631, something that can be removable easily. And then if you mess up, you can start again. And don't try to make your first project perfect. Don't expect your first project to be perfect. Try your best and learn from your mistakes. Nobody can do anything perfect the first time. It all takes practice. Everything in life takes practice. Yes, I love May May's glue. I have used a silhouette and I found it very difficult to use. And my silhouette never cut correctly. I think it was a problem machine. Like my machine did not come out of the factory correct. Yes, maybe, Mimi. Yes, maybe. We need to challenge each other. I want to put more, I need to decorate my walls, and I have some ideas, and I like inspiration in my craft room. So I do want to do a lot more of that. How do you change the grid? Okay, you click at the very top corner of the ruler, at the top left, right underneath the undo button, the very corner button. Thank you, Linda. Thanks for being awesome, Melody. The balances the super chat I gave May May when you both did the video recently. Thank you, Linda. So to change the grid, you just click that button. Or, what else did I find out? Oh, you hit the command key or maybe the control key on a PC and the apostrophe key. So I'm just holding down the command key and then tapping on the apostrophe key. So if you just want to use your keyboard, you can do it that way. Yes, Linda, you rock. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Charlotte, for asking people to thumbs up. Thank you, Cheryl. All right, guys, I think it's been, oh, good, Angie, you found the toggle for the grid. I prefer this grid most of the time, just the squares. I think just because that's what I'm used to. Unless I need something more specific on the size. Now, I will be here again next Saturday at 11 a.m. We will be here live. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about. So if there's, I'll do Design Space, but if there's something specific you want me to show you in Design Space, leave a comment below in the video or on Facebook or anywhere I can see it. Maybe tag me with comments that you want to see in this video. Mary's asking, how can you tell 631 from 651? 651 is usually shiny and 631 is usually matte. Oh, Kiona, thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. Yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. And if you guys don't tell me, I'll just figure something out. I don't know what the difference of the thickness is. And remember, if you haven't gotten the mystery box is out. It's an awesome deal. I have a video showing you what's in the mystery box. Jamie says the more permanent the vinyl is, the thinner it is. I didn't know that. So I appreciate learning from you guys as well. Thanks, Kyle. Okay, I'm going to let you go. It's been an hour. I can just sit here and read your chat all day. But I really appreciate you guys for coming. Comes Daniel Crafts. Another $10. Is this a competition, guys? Thank you so much, Daniel. I really appreciate that. Does that add more time to my video? I feel like when you give me the money, I should stay on longer. So are there any more questions? Yeah, this is the most super chats I've ever had in one video. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, Joan. Oh, and Daniel Crafts, he has a YouTube channel also. Go check out his channel. In the chat, you can click on his channel and find his channel and go subscribe. He did a comparison on the Bright Pad with an Amazon light pad. People ask me to do comparison, but I don't have another Bright Pad. Or I have the Bright Pad, but not the light boxes from other brands. I just don't have any. And I knew Ken Hess was going to be doing a video on it, and Daniel Crafts did a video on it. So go check out their videos on the comparison if you want to see it. And if you didn't know, the Bright Pad is still available at Cricut. Like, it came back in stock now. Oh, your little dog likes my voice. Thank you, Annie Davenport, for subscribing. I don't know if you're watching this video, but it just popped up and said you subscribed. What's your dog's name, Lynn? Awesome, Kiona. Thanks, Linda. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you next Saturday. Bye, guys.